What is up, guys? T-Man back again with another episode of Chase the Championships. I am so sorry about my long break. I'll be talking a little bit about that in my update video, which I will be posting hopefully before this, if not immediately after this. But otherwise, if you guys have managed to stick with me so long, thank you very much. I look forward to getting back into this as soon as possible and getting back on a normal schedule. So, as you see on screen, I am playing with a Lilligant team. It is a pretty cool Sun team that revolves around using the Lilligant as more of an offensive attacker is what we're usually used to seeing. We do have the Tapu Bulu on the team, which allows the Lilligant to take advantage of the grassy terrain, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Allows us to do some pretty big damage with things like Solar Beam and Leaf Storm, which we both have on the set. So we're going to get an opposing team of Arcanine, Tapu Fini, Dragonite, Kartana, Gigalith, and Garchomp. Okay. So, I think this is a pretty standard lead for Lilligant Torkoal. I can pretty much lead into this no problem. I do want Tapu Bulu in the back in case I want to start doing the Lilligant thing with getting Grassy Terrain up, and that'll allow me to definitely take out the Gigalith if Leaf Storm wasn't going to already KO. Now, for the last slot, I think I just bring Nihilego. Nihilego gives me my best matchup against the opposing Arcanine, and I think that's probably a good enough reason to bring it from the get-go. It also helps me against the opposing Dragonite, which will also be a problem for this team. So, lock that in. Yeah, it's a pretty fun team. It does, of course, have the problem of having some weird type matchup things where you can't hit certain teams, but they hit so hard that you're able to kind of just use the grass moves and kind of plow through things even with resistances at times. So hopefully I'll be able to showcase a little bit of what I mean by that in this battle. But we're going to get into it, see what he leads. If he does lead the Gigalith, hopefully that's what we're aiming for, since then Torkoal will get up stun and Gigalith can't reset the Sandstorm the next turn. So that'd be optimal, but we'll get into the battle, see what happens. Alright, we're going to get Lilligant Torkoal, and what we get into? We're Kartana and Arcanine. Okay, that's fine. That's not really fine. We're gonna pretend that's fine though. Okay, so my obvious play is just like probably like Protect or Erupt or something of that sort. The question is he gonna get damage on Torkoal, and if so, how much damage? I'd imagine that the Kartana probably protects this turn. And the Arcanine probably goes for a Flare Blitz into Lilligant. If you were to double up onto Torkoal, that would be the worst case scenario. If one of them were to attack, I think that would be fine. So I'm going to go for Eruption, and I'm going to go for a Protect. What we're trying to set up for next turn is potentially something like a Leaf Storm onto the Arcanine. I think that would be pretty solid. So in grassy terrain, Leaf Storm does an immense amount of damage from the Lilligant. So if we can get that set up so that we can get the knockout on the Arcanine, so definitely need a little bit of chip damage, that'd be optimal. He is going to go for Sacred Sword into the Torkoal. Let's see what he says to go for. He went for Flare Blitz. Okay, that works. Break the Focus Sash on the Kartana if it is Focus Sash, which it is. And I do believe this to be Leaf Storm range now. Okay. So we're going to go for the switch to Tapu Bulu, and we're going to go for the Leaf Storm into the Arcanine. And we're going to try and pick up a knockout that way. Our Tapu Bulu is Scarf, so bring that in here will give us a pretty good chance to knock out the Katana in the following turn, since we will outspeed that with both of our Mons. And with the Tapu Bulu alone, if the Gigalith were to come in and reset the Sun. Yeah, the Leaf Storm will connect with the Arcanine. Let's see if I can knock out. And yes. Like I said, this team doesn't care about type chart resistances or any of that stuff. You just click Leaf Storm and hopefully things go down. As, yeah, he did go for Sacred Sword, so not too much damage on the Bulu there, which is definitely positive. Yeah, I even got a little bit of recovery there on both of these, which is really good, since I want to start hammering away with stuff like Wood Hammer and keep firing off attacks with Lilligant. I want to see what he brings in, though. It's going to be the Dragonite. Okay. So how do I want to deal with this? My best way to knock that out is definitely Neolego. That is absolutely certain. I think I might just want to go for a Rock Slide. The only thing I'm worried about is the Dragonite potentially being something like Weakness Policy. If he has Weakness Policy, then the following turn he can just kind of start firing away attacks off of that thing, so I think I'm going to go for it anyways. I'll go for that. I'll go for the Solar Beam for the Kartana. Alright, Kartana did protect, so we will break the multi-steal on the Dragonite, hopefully. As long as we can connect with Rock Slide. And... oh, Tapu Bulu. Oh, Tapu Bulu. That was not a good time to miss. Alright, alright. This is fine. Pretty similar situation. I just need to not miss Rock Slide next turn. I do have Focus Sash on the Nihilego in the back, so as long as I can get that in without taking any damage and just be able to HP Ice as soon as I break the multi-scale. Okay, so what's this last one in the back? I have to guess that it's... Ooh, would he have brought in Gigalith already? I think he would have. He would have brought it on turn 1 most likely. No. He could still have Gigalith in the back, so I don't want to go for Solar Beam. I want to go for Leaf Storm. Yeah, the risk of him bringing Gigalith here is too high, so I'm just going to go for Leaf Storm, go for Rock Slide. Hopefully this time break the multi-skill on the Dragonite. Pick him a knockout there. Or pick up the knockout next turn, hopefully. He does have extreme speed though, and he will trigger down the Lilligant, and it's not going to be enough to pick up a knockout, but Leaf Storm will pick up the knockout on Kartana. I'll get hopefully a Rock Slide off. And we just have to pray that's not Weakness Policy. I mean, at this point, even if it is Weakness Policy, what can I do? Extreme Speed's still going to knock out Lilligant, so. Okay, so it's not. I'm still just expecting another Extreme Speed into that slot. And it is the Gigalith, okay. So, how do I want to go about knocking out this Gigalith? My most expendable resource is definitely Torkoal at this point, since Torkoal doesn't really do too much damage to either of these. So, I'm going to go for the... I think I'm going to go for the Leaf Storm to the Dragonite, just so I'm 100% sure that I can pick up a knockout with an HP Iceman. And Helio comes in. Since I am Focus Sash, I am lacking a little bit in special attack, so I want to make sure I'm knocking out this Dragonite. He'll likely just Extreme Speed the Lilligant, which is fine. But hopefully, a double knockout is actually what I want to see this turn. I want to see him pick 2 knockouts. Something like a Rock Slide and Extreme Speed would most likely do that. He went for Fire Punch. Okay. What did the Gigalith go for? Rock Slide. Hit both. Knockout Torkoal. Yes. Okay, cool. So, since I am Scarf Tapu Bulu, that means now I can just outspeed the Gigalith, would hammer that, and then HP Ice the Neolego. So, pretty good situation to be in, I think. At the very least, I should be doing enough damage to the opposing Gigalith to bring it into maybe Nihilego range the following turn if I wasn't to pick up a knockout with Hammer, so I think we're pretty safe all around. This is the last turn of Grassy Terrain, which is kind of concerning, because then I might miss a knockout with Hammer, so. I guess what I don't want to see this turn is Double Protect. That'd be the most harmful thing. Gigalith does protect, but Dragonite didn't, so I think I'm safe. Goes for Wood Hammer. Dragonite uses Fly. Oh no. Alright. Alright, so the Dragonite just used Fly. He has to be targeting Tapu Bulu, right? Oh, what do I go for? What do I go for? Okay, if he's targeting Tapu Bulu, like, I'll stick at the Wood Hammer off because I outspent him last turn. So I'm Wood Hammering Gigalith slot no matter what. Do I HPS the Dragonite? Because Dragonite will come down, KO the Tapu Bulu, I'll KO the Dragonite back, and then it'll be Nihilego versus Gigalith 1v1. Or I double into the Gigalith this turn. If I don't knock out the Gigalith in that situation, though, Dragonite Extreme Speeds me next turn, so I'm going to Power Ice. No, it does not hit it. Okay, fine. We're good. Yeah, that does KO anyways, so, you know, Tapu Bulu is very, very high physical attack stats, 130, or 125. 130? It's 130. But being Jolly Nature instead of Adamant and not having terrain, definitely wanted to make sure. So you get the Hidden Power Ice off here, and that'll be enough to pick up a knockout. That was a pretty fun first game. But like the whole situation there is that if the Dragonite drops down, flies to the Tapu Bulu, and I double into the Gigalith, and either he hits a double protect, or for some odd reason I don't KO, because maybe he's like, I don't know, Figgy Berry, he lives with like a little bit of health, since that's a somewhat common item on the Gigalith. Like, he could live with a Figgy Berry, he'll back up to like 60%, and then I don't get a knockout Power Gem. So I think that was the correct play in that situation, given the circumstances. The circumstances did also involve Fly Dragonite, so not sure how often that comes up, but it was certainly interesting. Alright, so let's go with Legendary Pokemon. I haven't listened to that in a while. But yeah, we're gonna get Zone Extreme from United States. This is actually, I believe this is Lissandro Santana. He is a New York player. He is a pretty good friend of mine. I talked to him a lot at our New York City events, and he's a phenomenal player. So, pretty cool team. He's got the Tapu Koko, Garchomp, Kartana, Tapu Lele, Muck, and Gyarados. Definitely the most threatening thing on that team for me is the opposing Muck. I don't have a lot of things to do with that. I might have to resort to all-out pummeling it with Hariyama, which is not strong. This is something I can pretty freely lead, again, Lilligant Torkoal into, and hopefully Lilligant will be able to do damage like that. The other way I can deal with the Muck is I save Torkoal for the late game, and I just use Torkoal into the late game to do stuff. So, few options to work with. I think this is the one I want to go with. I think this set of 4 Mons should be able to do it. I just need to make sure I save enough resources to take out the Muck and don't let it do too much in the process. Like, it's probably going to take a knockout on the Lilligant or the Tapu Bulu in the process of taking out the Muck, but as long as I make sure I, like, hold all my resources together in the correct way, I should be fine. He does lead with the Muck, so that's definitely a problem. So I have a few plays. I can just go for After Eruption, pick up a knockout on top of Koko, and get some damage on the Muck immediately. I could predict a Protect Poison Jab into Lilligant and just go for Protect Eruption. I guess something else that could be an option for him is potentially like, would he go for Protect on Tapu Koko and then knock off onto Torkoal? I think I'm gonna go for the Protect and the Eruption, predicting a Protect. Tapu Koko, what did you do? He protected. Did he poison jab? That's the main question. He went for poison jab into the Lilligant. Nice. Alright. So I get the eruption off here, and that means next turn I should be able to just go for after you eruption. I don't think there's any downside to that play. It just depends on how much this eruption does to the muck. Yeah, that's definitely range. Ooh, okay. No berry either. Huh. Like my play is still the same. I still just after you eruption. But not seeing a berry is pretty interesting. Yeah, he's gonna go for Shadow Snake correctly. Yeah, as we'll find out, I'm not focused Dash, so Shadow Snake's not doing too much there, but I will get the eruption off and pick up a knockout at least onto the Muck. Tapu Koko isn't holding focus Dash or Assault Vest, so pick up the knockout there as well. And we're off to a pretty good start. That was there's a joke between the VGC players that when you play Lilligant Torkoal, you just flip coins on turn 1. And let's be honest, this turn 1 was not any different. Alright, yeah, we're gonna see Kartana and Garchomp. And I think I just kind of want to just show off what Lilligant can do here. So I'm going to go for a switch to the top of Blue, and I'm going to go for Solar Beam into the Garchomp. Because yeah, that turn 1 was completely read-based, and we are going to see Lissandra just go for the forfeit there. So yeah, that was probably as rough as you can take turns 1 and 2. I got a read on turn 1, and I won the game because of it. How long have I been recording? 16 minutes. It was a pretty long game 1. I think I'm going to cut it here, and what we'll do is I'll be getting some more videos out this week, so definitely stay tuned for that, guys. And sorry about the short second game. We are running a little bit short on time. I want to make sure I have enough time in this video. So thank you very much, guys. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. I am always reading comments. I'm always reading feedback, so I really appreciate when you guys leave that for me. So if you guys have any ideas for what you want to see on this channel, let me know. I do want to start doing more discussion topics. I think that's something that I wanted to do when I originally started the channel. I never really got into since school got very busy, that kind of stuff. So if I can get into that soon, that would be awesome. Let me know what you guys think. And otherwise, I will see you guys next time, and signing off.